something like that. So make sure everything is.
I can hear you just fine.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just fine. I'm just trying to figure out why, you had to turn to the camera. Are we filming right now?
Yeah, we filming right now.
So I'm just saying you got propel turned to the camera, ocean spray turned to the camera.
I think that's Diddy's wall right there.
Who is our?
I think that's Diddy.
Oh really? Never heard of it.
So I didn't know which one you wanted, you know.
Man,
so
fine. You know, I like flavored propel, but this will work though.
So that's why I seen one had wild berry, but I don't think he wanted wild berry.
Yeah, I've never had the ones that don't have any flavor to them, but I try this one out.
Okay, I didn't know, so I got Gatorade, you know.
It's
so
all good, man. I should have took the Gatorade from you before we started.
No, I ain't even drink it yet.
No, man.
No.
I'm your guest, man. It's your house.
No, so
take your stuff.
First of all, I want to appreciate you for even doing this, man. Like, cause you didn't have to do this, so I really appreciate you doing this for me, man.
No problem.
It means a lot to me, man. Yes, so, sir. You my first celebrity on here. So from here, I gotta do some big people now. So I can't go back to the normal guys. So
man, far from a celebrity, man. Just a little country boy from Texas, man. Just trying to do it right, man. That's all. Yeah,
I'm from Texas too, so that's how we got kind of a bond.
Oh, yeah.
And when I first seen your hometown, I thought it was called Mexico, something like that. But it's called
Mexia.
Mexia, yeah.
Most people from the north or that are not from Texas, or who may be from Texas but have never heard of it, say Mexia, but it's Mejia.
Yeah, it's Mejia.
It's Mejia.
It's a cool town, man. It makes you feel right at home. You know, there ain't too much going on there, but all the people know each other and they're real kind. And I remember going to a barbecue place down there. It was really good.
Which one you go to?
It was the one right off the highway. I think it was a small building, like maybe green.
A red building?
Was it red?
It was red.
You came in with your grandmother.
Was it Wrights?
Wrights, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wrights barbecue, man.
So shout out to Wrights out there. Yeah, the treat is real good out there. We got extra dessert and stuff like that. So they was real nice to us, man. So I appreciate them. We're gonna make this like a normal podcast, man. I'm not gonna do too much on this podcast. I want to kind of get to know you because, like I said, we know each other, but I never got to sit down and like ask questions to you because it's always business stuff. So I just want to just a little stuff. So we're going to some warm-up questions right now, just to start off with. So, so what's your favorite color?
Favorite color is green.
Green. Why green?
You know, it's all about life. You know, when you think about something green, it's luscious, it's beautiful, it's a multitudes. You know, of green. You walk outside, you see all the green grass, man. Just love being around. You know.
Yeah, that's a good color.
You know, going into the mountains, going into the forest. You know, I hated cutting grass when I was a kid, but
I had to like it because I did it too much, so I had to.
Man, who you telling? We had to push the lawnmower over to our grandparents' house.
See, people don't know what you mean. Say push the lawnmower because everything now is automatic now.
No, man, we had to push the lawnmower from our house. You know, I ain't gonna say back in the day because I ain't older at all, but you know, you had the little slit in the house,
right?
And
exactly.
You put the lawnmower up under the little slit, you know, and then you pull the lawnmower out, and then you have to go to the walk to the gas station. Fill the gas, put gas in the lawnmower, put gas in your tank, and then we have to walk it across town, come to grandma's house, and then with the weed eater, me and my brother fighting over.
You gotta edge it up.
got to edge it up.
Yeah.
And then take it over to my other grandparents' house on the other side of town, cut their yard, and then walk it back to our house and put it back up under there.
I ain't do no walking.
We had to walk with the lawnmower.
Wow.
See, my hair is big, but it ain't that big.
Yeah.
But we have to walk.
So you did that like in one day, all three?
All three. Our house, my grandparents, both sets of grandparents.
Wow. And it wasn't your daddy waking you up and do it. You had to just get up and do it. You knew you had to do it.
Oh, he wake you up with a belt, one of the two.
See, my brother, he didn't do no hard labor as a kid. I was the only one doing hard labor. And I still don't get it to this day. Like, why you never made him do no hard work? To this day, he don't do anything hard.
Really?
That's why I get my hard work from, I think. So
that's what's up, man.
So another thing we're going to ask you, so what's your favorite word?
Favorite word. So my favorite word of the year, so this year, is really intentional.
Okay.
How can I be intentional? You know, how can I have intent? Even on the football field, you know, it's all about, you know, being intentful. So whether it's coming out my stance, whether it's putting my hands on somebody, how can I be intentional? How can I be intentful with my hands? And even with the things that I'm doing off the field, how can I be intentional about the things that I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm talking to, who I'm spending my time with. So intentionality has really been something that I've really talked about a lot this year.
Yeah, that word brings me, made me remember Travis Green, his song. So
that's my guy.
That's one of the hits right there. And see, I'm not used to this podcast, so I didn't even introduce him who he is. I said celebrity. I'm happy and be. So people are like, why are they so happy? It's Kelvin Beachum. He plays for the New York Jets, left tackle. So we gotta give him a round of applause for Kelvin from being here today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I apologize for that. I didn't even introduce who he was, man.
That's all good, man. I'm nobody trying to tell everybody.
Nah, you somebody to me. So another funny one here. What would you say? Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes, easily.
Dang, he said it like that. I say the same thing. Easily. But some people because people always bring up chicken and waffles.
Pancakes.
Pancakes, okay.
I can do pancakes and chicken if you want to.
Yeah, so, okay, another one is orange juice or apple juice?
Orange juice.
Orange juice? Nah, I got to go apple juice. I don't really like the aftertaste
Too much sugar sometimes in apple juice.
Okay, man. Yeah, and it make you go to the restroom, too. Yeah. So one more. We'll do one more. What's your favorite dessert? I know you can't eat dessert like when you want to, but when you can have that one time you can eat a little dessert.
Homemade chocolate chip cookies. You know, my mother makes the best, but my wife happened to make some a while back ago, and I was really starting to my kind of weight cutting phase was starting to, start to wind down as we get ready to report her pretty soon, and she happened to make some chocolate chip cookies, man, and I probably knocked out about 3 dozen.
Damn, so she was in that cooking then.
Oh yeah. And she put some pecans in them. I love pecans.
That's it, man.
So I had a couple that was just regular chocolate chips, and a couple that had some pecans in it. Man, the thing is she had cooked them over the weekend, so I wasn't here.
Oh, okay.
And her and Kalina were just playing around cooking a little bit, and I said, hey, make sure you get all that stuff out before I get home, so I'm not tempted.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the guy didn't deliver me from homemade chocolate chip cookies, and they happened to be in the refrigerator, so I'm like, hey, will you mind making these?
Exactly.
And I'm like, well, I'm going to just, get like 1 or 2.
Uh-huh.
Man, I cleared the whole rack out by myself.
Yikes. So, what like the soft kind or like the hard?
I like the soft ones, but listen to this. It's a company called Hampton Cookies. They come in a little green bag.
Okay.
You can get them at any store, man, but those are kind of a little crispier, but those are good too. But like chocolate chip cookies, man, that's like.
You got to be soft.
That's crypto. They got to be soft, but I take them
not too soft, though.
I like them almost not done, like almost like.
So you like them like? Sound like them like that?
But not. I want them crispy around the edges.
Okay,
soft
cool.
In the middle.
Got you. Okay, yeah.
So they're still good, but for me it's like my bacon. Like if I'm cooking bacon, I don't want no charred bacon. I want some bacon that got a little fat on it. So
exactly.
It's cooked, but it's like
it's not just hard.
It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Still got a little crispy taste. Still got a little chewy to it.
Got you.
That's what I like on my cookies, man.
That's some good stuff. I love cookies too. So my favorite dessert, I would say cookies would be maybe third. I gotta go peach cobbler first, and then I gotta do a key lime pie. And everybody can't make key lime pie either.
Everybody can't make key lime pie, and everybody can't make a pecan pie.
See,
that's next, man.
But see, I eat it. I'm weird with pecan pie. I take the pecans off. if it's not too many, I do it. But some pecan pies you get is real hard on top, and you can't get to the. But if it's fresh made, like it just got done that day, I eat it. But if it's not, I gotta take it off. I like mine warm too.
Right. Yeah. I like them warm too. But you put a little vanilla ice cream on it.
Yeah. So we gonna get into some of the questions. So you told us a little bit about where you're from, things like that. So give us a little more bio about Kelvin Beachum. Like what is he's about? If you, people that don't know you out there, like. What would you tell them about you in like a short little?
Man, I'm a little country boy from Maher, Texas. I say Maher because that's how we say it down in the country. So from Maher, Texas, grew up with 2 parents. Okay. Was blessed to have both parents growing up. Grew up in the church. Grew up in holiness.
Yes. Yes. We both culture boys. So when we say holiness, it get a little, So yeah.
Grew up in holiness, man. Went to church every day.
Every day.
Monday, Tuesday night was Bible band. Wednesday, Thursday night was regular church. Friday you had somebody's musical. Saturday you had somebody's musical, and Sunday. It wasn't nothing to go to 3 services on Sunday.
Wow.
Sunday.
And who church did you go to?
So my grandfather was my pastor.
Grandfather pastor too.
Grandfather was my pastor. Pastor J.W. Beachum. He's still alive, still trying to pass, and even though we're going to try to put him into retirement a couple times.
It's hard. Them country boys, they can't. They don't listen, man.
They don't listen, man. But he's still pastor. My dad was the assistant pastor.
Okay.
My uncle was a assistant pastor at the time when he was there as well. He went to Temple and started his own church, and now he's a superintendent now.
That's cool.
Mother was the Sunday school teacher.
So you had to be there, Sunday school.
Sunday school, grandmother was also a Sunday school teacher. So you had the different classes. So godmother was my teacher. So you kind of went from you was always around family as you went through Sunday school. I also was the praise and worship leader. I also was a missionary. I also was a YPWW teacher and the Bible band teacher. See, and cooked. So after church was over, was back there in the kitchen making sure food was ready after first Sunday, because you had to eat, eat after first Sunday, and then you had communion, on first Sunday, and then if you finished communion, you had another service. You had to come back for YPWW that night.
So what is YPWW? Could you say YPWW?
Young people. As young people, willing workers. That's what they call it.
And they don't do that no more around some churches, man.
Some churches don't even have Sunday night church in general.
Right.
You talking
about 3 services. People leave your church. You talking about 3 services in one day.
3 services was how we went down, man.
Yeah.
I'm used to it now, so I was like, I actually look for somebody that's having a morning service, an afternoon service, and a night service. In Phoenix, I ain't found nobody have no night service.
You ain't gonna find one probably. So this is the West Coast, man. Back home, like you find it, man.
I went out to California, and even Los Angeles, as big as they are, they have a Sunday night service.
Wow.
So they have it over there in their in the not the big church,
cathedral,
but the cathedral, the one down the street.
Okay, the small one.
The smaller one.
Yeah, so man, but so basically you're a church boy. You grew up church boy.
PK.
You know what I'm saying? PK. So you had to be there. It wasn't nothing that.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of things, so it just you had to be good. You couldn't act up 'cause they think you're the worst person, and you got their kids acting up, but you do a little thing. They just look, Kelvin doing this. So it's a lot of pressure and stuff like that. So another thing. So tell us a little bit about your parents.
Mm-hmm.
So your upbringing and stuff like that. Like how you say you had both parents. So
both parents, father. We call my mother the mediator, and we call my dad the terminator.
Oh man, Terminator. And I met his dad a couple of times. That Terminator, that fits him because he don't give you a lot of.
He don't talk a lot. Man.
Yeah, he'll say hey and look at you, but he not saying he not friendly, but he don't. I don't know what the word to use, but he just himself. I say like that. So he don't give you a lot of action. So, but like I say, he's a good guy though. So I met him. But like I said, the Terminator, I can see that though.
My mother when they got married when she was 18, had me when she was 18. So I've been married 29 years.
And you the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
I'm the oldest. So I always use my age. I'm 28. 29. So their anniversary is in August. So when I turn 29, they go to 30. So it'll be 30 a year.
God,
30 years.
That's a long time, man.
Long time to be married, man.
You don't say that no
kids. 4 kids. All of them went to college. We all went to college.
Are they all in Texas or?
So my sister right now, Crystal, who's right under me, she's in Washington D.C.
Okay.
Right now she's working at the Cheesecake Factory. She used to be over. She had just finished an internship over at the NFLPA.
Oh yeah, I remember she told me that. She's real cool. Yeah.
So also has her startup business that she's doing right now. So she's going through that entrepreneur journey right now.
Yeah.
You know how that is. It takes time.
It's worth it though.
It is.
Yeah.
And then right up under her is my brother Jacob. He has 2 boys, Rylan and Jacob Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He's in right on the border of Texas and Oklahoma.
Okay.
He's floated between Durant, Oklahoma, and kind of like that McKinney area.
Gotcha.
Up there north, super north Dallas.
Yeah, and Texas so big, man.
Texas huge, man. And then my baby sister, she's spoiled, man. But I consider her the best athlete in the family, to be honest with you.
Really?
Oh yeah, way better than I was. All my siblings were way better athletically.
Even your brother?
Even my brother. My brother should have been in the league. Honestly.
What position did he play?
He was a linebacker.
Like that?
Jacob was legit, man.
Wow, that's awesome. But I seen your sister a couple times, but I didn't know till you posted like a little video of her playing basketball. I'm like, dang, she hoop. Crystal at least went overseas to play. She would have been. Oh, so she played basketball too?
Oh, all of them. Crystal broke records at McLennan Community College down in Waco, and then also broke records at D1AA at the time, Henderson State University down in Arkansas.
I didn't even know.
We got a group text, and the other day we was kind of boasting about ourselves, and I was like, yeah, I put up 32, and my sister was like, yeah, I put up 41 and 10. I'm like, well, I can't argue that one.
Yeah. But the group text, that's cool. Cause we got group text too, so I think everybody does that. That group text, man, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we try to do with group me. Group me didn't go too well. Now we just go to text message route.
That's cool. Another thing, let's tell us about your wife. That's my sister, man. My big sister Jessie, man. So tell us a little bit about Jessie, man.
Yeah, so Jessie, we're going on 5 years of marriage, man.
Wow, that's awesome.
Define the odds already. 2 kids.
2 kids.
Kalina.
A new one too, huh?
3 and K3. We got so many names for him. We got KB3, K3, Bam Bam. Every time somebody see him, my wife calls him Binka. He got all types of nicknames.
Yeah,
man.
He's a good kid too, man.
Is
he? Cause I know I want to start going from here. I know like playing football, you got the thing about these parents don't want their kids play football because of the brain thing, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So how you been an NFL athlete? How would you go about if he grows up wanting to play? Like, would you be like, I'm letting him do? Yeah,
go play.
So
to be honest with you, now I would tell him to go play baseball because you make a lot more money playing baseball.
Yeah.
Or go play basketball. You get guaranteed contracts. So I'm thinking about what I'm gonna be doing when I'm my parents' age. Hey, you need it.
But what would you tell parents out there that now their kids want to play? They say, I can't. You ain't playing no football.
The thing is, man, there used to be a time where people didn't care.
Okay.
You played every single sport, and we played every single sport.
Both sides.
Yeah. And you go and play until you can't play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in high school, you go play football, basketball, baseball, run track. If you're a girl, you go play volleyball, you run track. You do softball.
Mm-hmm.
You play all the sports. And I don't know where. I understand why people don't like kids playing ball right now because of the new information that's now been come out about head injuries and things. But that's an opportunity for you as a parent to go and teach your child. You played ball before.
Mm-hmm.
You go teach your child how to make sure that he's tackling right, how he's hitting right.
Yourself, yeah.
And the thing is stuff happens.
Yeah.
Football happens. Man,
Mm-hmm.
you could go and walk outside and somebody hit you in the car.
Exactly.
I was looking at World News today and a dad went into the store, left the car running, had the kids in the car. A woman came and jumped in the car and tried to go down to the border. You never know what can happen. That's
life.
That's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've had my share of neck injuries. I've had my share of injuries. I've gotten carted off the field. I've gotten knocked out. I've been blacked out. I done seen stars.
Wow.
Like I done had it all.
But you play a position and you get hit every time.
I get hit every time.
Every play you going to get hit. So
all the time, man.
Yeah.
But that comes with a lot of prayer and supplication to make sure that God keeps me healthy.
Exactly.
First and foremost. And if I say that I trust God and I believe God and I believe that He's going to take care of me,
mm-hmm.
And I have faith that He's going to take care of me,
right?
What am I to worry about? At the end of the day, if I die on the field, I need to know where I'm going. If I know where I'm going, then me playing ball or your kids playing ball,
mm-hmm.
it shouldn't matter because you know where they're gonna go at the end of the day.
That's great there. So another one is I'm gonna ask you is when did you know you wanted to be an NFL football player?
First I wanted to be a professional basketball player.
So you played basketball like that?
I played basketball like that, man. I could still go and play. Man, I had to stop my junior year in high school. I got poked in the eye. And tore my upper tear gland and had lacerations along my life. That was the first surgery I ever had. Before that was not football related. That was the first surgery I'd ever had until I blew my knee out in 15. But I had eye surgery playing basketball, so I've kind of calmed down from playing basketball. But I still, when I go to Lifetime Fitness and take my daughter swimming, while she's going to swimming, I go and get the basketball. And the first thing I do, go to the free throw line and make sure I can still hit my free throws.
So, what was your position you play? Was you down low getting it, or you shooting threes? I was down low,
man. I was
rebounding defense.
I put it like this. I'm not gonna say I was a better Dennis Rodman, but I was cleaning up the boards like that. My I guess my mentors, and not mentors, but my idols that I had, in the basketball court were people like Shaq, play like Shaq. I threw my elbows around like Shaq.
Yeah.
They call me Big for the Miller because I was always using the backboard, using Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
I wore the number 50 because I loved David Robinson.
Yeah.
I did the up and under from Akeem Olajuwon.
You gotta do the King. You gotta do him. You take Texas. You gotta do the Dream Shake.
You got to do the Dream Shaking, man.
Yeah.
And then had the sky hook from Kareem.
That's some good stuff there, man.
So man, I love being down low, but I wasn't tall enough, to play center at the next level. And then from there, I was 6'2", and even that is not, you'll be a point guard really.
And that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. My last podcast I was talking with my friend about is I had a guy. He trained athletes in basketball, and he was saying that America, if you're a big tall kid, they're gonna put you straight to be a power forward center. But overseas, like where Dirk is from, you play point guard, shooting guard, dribbling ball. You learn all the positions. But in America, it just if you big or tall,
they put you down low.
So it's like if you probably would have been taught how to do different things, you could be versatile.
I can handle the ball now.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, I was one of those guys like Avery Johnson and when it came to point guards.
Gotcha.
Avery Johnson and Mark Jackson. They back you all the way down the court.
Yeah, that's old school point guards right there.
I would back you all the way down the court.
That's old school there. So when did you find football? When did you find that love?
Again, we played all sports as kids,
okay.
So we got to play them all. But I thought I was gonna go pro in basketball, and
I never know that about you.
Yeah, it was one of those things, man. I was playing AAU basketball because we played AAU during the off season.
Okay.
And my dad always had us play up. We never played in our age bracket. He always had us play. Every child he always had us. We always played up. So if it was 9 to 10-year-olds, we played 11, 12-year-olds. Wow. If it was 6th grade basketball, he had us playing in 8th grade basketball. So we always played up. And during the summer league, it was a coach that was down there in Waco. I remember the school. We was at La Vega High School practicing. We were working on the crab step. When you're facing, like right now we're watching a basketball game. You're facing the half court line up under the rack. About 2 to 3 feet from the goal. We're working on crab steps and dunking or crab steps. So we were working on that, and he was like, Kelvin, to be honest with you, you would be a great football player, honestly, because there are more opportunities to play basketball. There are more scholarships to play basketball than there are to play more scholarships to play football than there are to play basketball. Okay. And that was like my sophomore, freshman year. Took that advice and ran with it.
Wow.
And started to get it even more serious about playing ball. Started lifting weights. I'd really never been around lifting weights and got involved in lifting weights and kind of ran from there.
Man, that's a journey there. So you get some thanks to that guy that told you probably play some football.
Yeah, don't even know his name though.
So it's your position. You're a left tackle. And for some reason, I always in my head, because it's funny because I was a skinny kid. I played football in high school, but in my freshman year, our left tackle got hurt. So in practice, the coach was like, we don't have nobody. Who want? I was like, I want to play. I'll do it. I was playing linebacker at the time. I said, I'll play it. So not knowing, man, like I said earlier, you get hit every play. Like you getting hit, you gotta know your reads like that. So as I got older, I'm like, you get the running backs get all the accolades, the receiver, the quarterback, the linebacker, but the O-line, one of the most important. If people don't know football, the most important position to me on the football field is on the line. And left tackle, you have to protect your quarterback. So I was always saying, like, why they don't get awards? Like, I was thinking to myself, how can I get an award? Like, I was going to have something called pancakes. So you get pancakes.
We still get pancakes.
And I also I met a guy in the airport. He worked for the Saints. He was I don't know if he was a scout, but what he did, he told me, I didn't know this. He said it's a player. It's a person for each offensive line player, and they get them stats. So I'm like, so why can't they have stats? Like, if you score a touchdown on their side, or you save a block, why can't you get stuff like that? And then at the end of the year, they get awards. Who's the best left tackle of the year? Who's the best center? Who's the best guard? I always thought that. And am I crazy thinking something like that?
It's kind of hard because it's such an objective position. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You got 5 guys that work together, and if all 5 guys are not working together, no matter how good you are, you still may not.
So it's like you guys like a chain, then. So you moving.
We move.
So you can't be one like.
I mean, there are some guys that are just monsters. You know, God created these guys to play left tackle. Okay. Tyron Smith down there in Dallas. Yeah. Trent Williams down there in Washington. Joe Thomas, who just retired.
Yeah, man. Joe Thomas.
You think about guys like that, man. You know, those are the best in the game. Like, it's not even a question.
Okay.
Jason Peters. Outside of those 5, man, I considered it a wash. But I mean, Joe Staley, I forgot about Joe. Joe Staley down in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But it was some guys that God literally created to play left tackle in the National Football League, and those guys are so dominant. It doesn't even matter what those other guys do on the field. Right. Those other 5 guys, but they're locking their guy down to an extent where it's like it ain't even fair watching sometimes.
Yeah, because you said Tyron Smith. I always want, when he got drafted, I said, why is he getting that much money? All he doing is blocking. But this year, I'm a Cowboys fan. This year, he got hurt against the Atlanta Falcons, and when he got hurt, That guy he sacked 8 times, but 6 times by one person, by the DN. And I said, so that's why that position, I guess, is so important.
Very
I'm like,
important.
I just couldn't believe it. So I said, nah, I respect it more because I said get more money. But like I said, I always start, maybe I can do something. I talk to somebody, and we start getting these O-line people some kind of, at least some kind of award. Maybe the whole O-line get an award or something. But I said they do so much work. But
we do a lot of work, man. We used to not getting credit, you know.
So it's just part of the game.
It's part of the game, man.
Yeah.
They call us a mushroom club, man. Everybody just crap on us all the time. That's all good.
So do you guys, between yourself, do you guys have your thing? Maybe go back to the locker room and you kind of get your own little awards, some kind of thing you guys do?
I mean, we get fined all the time. We have like a fine system, you know. So like,
What you mean fining?
we get fine money. Like, you get fined. So like,
No, but what I'm saying, maybe it's like a fun thing you guys do. Like,
it is the fun thing. You get fined.
so explain this.
So like, I mean, in some places, like, if you got recognized in a team meeting, you got fined like $100.
Oh, okay.
So like, if an
Okay.
article came out in New York Times and you on the front page,
Okay.
so hey, Kelvin Beachum had a great game this week, man. I don't need that. That's $1,000 to get back to the, get back into the
and they
room.
gonna find out too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they gonna get it.
Oh yeah, they put it in the group chat, you
Yeah.
know, and it's on from there.
And I heard another cool thing about the O-line was it's like the running back or the quarterback, they give you guys gifts and stuff. And I think it's supposed to. But I heard a little cool story about Le'Veon Bell, and we talked because you played for the Steelers.
Yeah.
So he gave him some kind of boom box or something, or some kind of treat. And I seen Zeke in Dallas. He gave all his O-line like a deer tractor, like a little 4-wheel thing like that. So you're supposed to do that, but they all don't.
You're supposed to, but some guys got more money than others, so it's a little different.
Got you. Yeah.
Every team and every quarterback and every person does things differently. But when you got guys like Le'Veon I think he's getting 12 a year. You can go and go get those types of things. But every running back and every quarterback don't have money like that.
Okay, and they can't do that.
Not everyone.
But does that kind of help you want to fight for that person a little more?
You have a great affinity for him.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
have a great affinity for Ben Roethlisberger.
Gotcha.
Not because of the gifts he gave, which he
Right.
gave great gifts.
Okay.
But we had a very good relationship.
Right,
Blake
right.
Bortles down in Jacksonville, even though I was only there for a year. Had a great relationship. Josh McCown, who I have now in New York.
Right.
Again, just a great relationship and have a great affinity for what he's done.
Okay.
38 years old and still playing at a very, very high level. So just got paid $10 million a year. So excited
that's
for
good
him.
stuff, man. And I had a question. I don't know. You could talk. You let me know. Like, you can talk about it. You can't talk about it. Is Blake Bortles, like, people always kind of like, that guy, he got it for the team to be good. But to me, this year, I think he proved a lot of people wrong because to me, I can say he's not a Tom Brady. He's not a Peyton Manning like that. But I think this year he held himself. I think he did it great. He took him pretty deep in the playoffs for Jacksonville. They haven't been that far in a long time. What would you think about people say things about? Because like you said, you know him personally. So what do you think about his play this year?
He's a great dude and one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. To be a quarterback, he puts his body through it, much like a defensive end or a linebacker. Does a great job keeping his body in tip-top shape. And I think what Jacksonville did this year, for one, they had a phenomenal defense that
they did
allowed their offense to really control the game.
Okay.
And with any quarterback, when you got a great defense and a running game,
and they had both of those.
They had great. I mean, I can say with that's on any quarterback. But when you got to make a quarterback, got to sit back and throw the ball 50 times. For offensive line, that's not a great feeling. But also for a quarterback, when you got to throw the ball that many times, they love to throw it.
Right.
But when you get hit upside the head every 2 plays, it's not as
fun. No.
And he had that kind of early on in his career, and I think Jacksonville has done a phenomenal job of putting pieces in place for him to be successful. And they've put some phenomenal pieces together, but he's still done the hard work.
Right.
He's continued to come in there every day. He's continued to face the media, good, bad, ugly.
And he got good responses, too. He don't back away from him because he had a good one. He said something about LeBron. I forgot how he said it. If I find a quote, I'll put it on YouTube. But he said something. It was like, I like how he came. He wasn't backing down from it. So, like I said, to me, he played well. I think they'll get better with him.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it's more work for get rid of him and bring somebody else in, and then you got to get the chemistry back to like it was. But
it takes time.
When you have that great defense, it's going to get better, and you got a rookie running back in there, he going to get better.
Yep.
I think the division they in, I think they'll be cool.
They should be able to own that division for the next couple of years.
Yeah, so I heard you say a couple of I do like a top 5 every show. And I heard you say some of your peers left tackle, but I want to do your all time if you have an all time top 5 left tackles.
Oh, yeah.
If you have that, you go in any order you want to do, but just give me your top 5.
For sure. Walter Jones.
And who did he play for?
Walter Jones played for the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
That's the GOAT.
Really?
Not even.
So what year?
He played. I know he retired in 07.
Dang, 07. So he's recent then. He ain't no old school. And he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Like over Joe Thomas GOAT.
Over Joe Thomas GOAT. Like
Eric Williams.
GOAT. Bro.
Wow.
If you saw
homework.
If you saw how Walter Jones played the game as a left tackle,
wow.
It wasn't even fair, man. It was not fair.
So he gave DNs and them hard time.
Bro, I done seen this dude drive DNs with one hand 20 yards down the field and dump them on their head.
Oh man.
And walk away like nothing happened.
Oh man.
So
I'm trying to cut you off. So like that movie The Blind Side when he took that kid and he's like
Walter
that.
Jones. He did grown men like that.
Wow. That's crazy.
So Walter Jones for me is number 1.
Okay.
Jonathan Ogden.
Oh, okay, he got to be on there. Yeah, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer number 2. Just in his day, I would say Anthony Munoz.
Okay.
That's old school. That's a while back ago.
2 more.
I would use a guy right now, and I think Joe Thomas. Will be in that particular category.
He definitely a Hall of Famer too, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. First ballot, no doubt. Let's see. In 5, man, I got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful on this one.
I don't think this guy gets enough credit. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet, but he's in my top 5. I consider my top 5. Brad Hopkins, who played for the Tennessee Titans, played with Eddie George. Like everybody knows about Eddie George.
Right, I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Not many people know about Brad Hopkins. Brad Hopkins was a phenomenal. Man, I got 5. That's hard, man. Let me get 5. So
we
5.
do
Hold on. So 5B would be Brad Hopkins. 5A would be Willie Roaf.
Oh yeah, man! It's so many. I should have did top 10 with this because it's a lot of them.
It's a whole bunch.
And Roaf, you got to put him on there, man. You got to do that.
Willie Roaf.
Yeah, that's cool there. So you have like a 6-man thing, but so I went to your football camp like 2 years ago.
I'm gonna get you back this year.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. So I was in my head when I thought of an offensive lineman, I always thought of a big guy, not sloppy, but like a big guy.
Yeah.
But when I went to your camp, man, you had Pouncey, you had what's number 73 for the Steelers? Ramon. Those guys wasn't like, they was like big, but they was like, like you yourself.
Yeah.
You guys not like, so I don't know. In my head, I always thought it's on the big. Oh, you come in here, but those guys, you look at them like. They play on the offensive line. Mm-hmm. It's incredible to me, man. So it just is that always been like that, or just like a new age thing now?
I mean, you think about. You look
because I always look at Larry Allen. I always look at him. I'm thinking
again. That's one of those guys that was created by God to play offensive line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't got it like that.
Right.
Like genetics. His genetics.
The shoulders, the head, no neck, all that.
Everybody ain't built like that.
Got you.
But everybody not Larry Allen, everybody not Walter Jones or Flozell Adams,
right.
Or Eric Williams. Everybody just not not like those guys. Newton, the player for the
Nate
Cowboys.
Newton.
Nate Newton.
Yeah.
Everybody's not like that. But you think about guys who was a center that was super small.
The white guy.
Played during that time with the Great Wall.
I can't even think of his name.
But he was like 270.
He's small. You're right. Right.
And this day and age, guys have become more lean.
Okay.
Compared to just being just huge.
Right.
Orlando Pace was a phenomenal. He should be like 5C. 5B, and then that pushes Brad Hopkins to 5C.
Okay, gotcha.
Orlando Pace, another one. Orlando Pace is just again a guy that was created to play. Just God said, "Hey, let there be this guy." And
they fast too. You'd be surprised how fast these guys are, man.
Yeah, but it's come to a point where you just got guys that are different,
right?
And I'm not, I'm the smallest left tackle, starting left tackle in the league, and I'm
really
6'2", 7'8", and right now I'm a little heavy. I'm 3'3", probably like 307.
Okay.
When I report back, I want to be like 303. But
wow.
I'm like the lightest left tackle in the league right now.
I want to ask this question too while I'm thinking about it is, like, what is it what is it like to go to collision? You go in you about to go in a collision. Like what does that feel like? I don't know. If you tell me, I probably will never know. But what is that like? Did you like the contact?
So it's either be the hammer or be the nail.
Wow. Okay.
Which one you want to be? If you had to choose, which you want to be?
But put like this. So when it's a pass play, you can't be the hammer, can you?
Yeah.
Because they coming at you, and you gotta
stop them. So
okay.
you need to be the hammer. You need to stop their feet.
Okay.
You always being the hammer. You never want to be the nail. You either giving it or getting it. You know.
I always thought since you backing up, you gonna kind of embrace it, I guess.
No, you ain't trying to embrace it. You trying to give it. You trying to stop. You trying to stop that force that's coming at you.
Okay. So who's one of the toughest defensive linemen you? If you want to answer that, because you don't want to give him no too much credit. But who's? Give me two. Give me two.
I guess the toughest guys that I consider, and I played this guy for a number of 4 years. Twice a year was Terrell Suggs. I got a lot of respect for that guy. Has played the game for a long time and has played it at an extremely high level. Another guy that I don't think gets enough credit, but gave me fits when I was in Pittsburgh. We played him one time, and it was the New Orleans Saints. It was a guy by the name of Junior Gillette.
Really? Junior Gillette was like that?
Man, before he got hurt, Junior Gillette was a monster.
Man,
before he got,
I didn't think you would say him. I know he was pretty, but I ain't.
Man, Junior Gillette was turning the league up.
Wow,
and he gave me all that I could handle. I had just had Kalina, who was down there, and they came to our house, and our offensive coordinator wanted to have a ego trip with Drew Brees, so we were throwing the ball. I think we had 90 plays in that game. Wow. Which is a whole bunch of plays. We threw the ball 60-plus times.
God, that's a lot for the Steelers.
That's a lot.
Was Le'Veon back there?
Yeah.
God, that's crazy there. Yeah, that's a little.
We ended up losing the game at home.
Oh, man.
But that guy gave me fits, man.
Wow, Gillette. Okay, I remember that.
Gillette. I got a lot of respect for him, and then a lot of respect for a guy right now that's playing some really good ball, Yannick Ngakoue. Down in Jacksonville.
Okay, I don't think I heard of him.
Playing really good ball, man. I ended up having like 12 sacks this past year.
Wow. Is he like a second year, third year?
Second year.
Okay.
Second
so he's going to get better then.
Yeah, so that's defensive ends. And then interior guys, man, I've played a number of them that just have a lot of respect for. Jerry McCoy down in Tampa.
He's That's a big guy.
It's a big guy.
Man, he's big.
Aaron Donald down in L.A.
Oh, man.
Extremely disruptive.
And it's going to be him and Sue on the same team.
Yeah, but Steve, Sue, when he was in Detroit, had that type of, Nick
Fairley, yeah.
Now, Fairley ain't nowhere near Aaron Donald. But,
so it's just that. But it's,
that ain't my division,
that guard.
So we don't got to play this year either. So
but I'm just imagining, like, I thought when they got Sue, I said, oh, man, Donald, he going to have to go.
What?
But I'm like, they keeping both of those guys, man.
It's gonna be whoever the NFC West.
They're gonna be the Cardinals, Seahawks, and the 49ers. I mean, good luck with that.
Yeah, they're gonna have their hands full.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah. So like I said, we're not gonna be here long. It's been good already, but we're gonna get some kind of little serious right here.
For sure.
Ask some questions so you can help us. Because like to say, the main thing with this episode is if you have some football guys out there, that you give them some advice how to get better. You've been there, done that, and then also how to keep your mental. Because football, you gotta have a good mental game there too.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go through some things.
Yep.
So the question is like, how has a failure help you in life? Kind of made you successful, I guess I should say.
For me, you actually embrace failure. You actually go and seek it out.
Okay.
Even in the gym today, it was some things that I failed at. Some things that I didn't do well at, whether it was technically or whether it was things all the way to failure.
Okay.
Wanted to be able to push the body a little bit more. Wasn't able to do those things. So you actually seek out failure because it actually prepares you and teaches you some of the things you need to work on. Okay. At the end of the day, it's always ongoing skill and technique development.
Gotcha.
So you're always improving your skill, your skill level, your acquisition of skills, your toolbox that you need to go out and play. So you're always continuing to evolve. It's never this point or this pinnacle where you can say I've made it or I've reached this particular level. Like
can always get better.
Always getting better. So failure is something that comes along with that. So for me, it's one of those things that you seek out. It's one of those things that That happens to everybody. I don't think nobody has just went through life and not had any failure.
Yeah.
But that's part of life. It's just
life, yeah.
But it's how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It's how you react. What do you do when you experience it? What do you do, when life hits you and you weren't expecting it? You know, I always say trust God, embrace adversity. Mm-hmm. If you trust God, embracing adversity you still got to go through it.
Yeah,
you still got to go through the fire.
Yeah, you can't duck it.
Right, you can't duck it.
So just go. Yeah,
but you got to go through it. You know, and that builds you. That builds your fortitude. That sharpens your sword. That toughens you up. Mm-hmm. And it prepares you for life. Life happens, and those failures are needed. It's almost building blocks as you continue to go on in life.
And it comes right to my next one is like. What do you do when you have like you overwhelmed, like you're not focused and you having like one of those rough times? What do you do to get I'm back to where I want to be? Like, do you go listen to music? You get by yourself? Like, what's one of the remedies you could tell somebody? Like, what do you do to get back to yourself?
You know, I think the number one thing is control what you can control. Like,
okay.
Think about what is it that I can actually control? Mm-hmm. What is in my power that I can actually do?
Right.
And then roll from there. You know, I think some people think it's some big gimmicks or some new way of handling stress. Like you just it's not like control what you can control. Eliminate distractions, things. Everybody, you know what your distractions are. Mm-hmm. Eliminate those distractions, and then get back into the way, into the rhythm that you need to be in. Gotcha. For me, it's all about rhythm. What rhythm am I in? You know, right now, I felt that this offseason I've been in a really, really great rhythm. Okay. My body has responded well with rest. My numbers have been solid in the weight room. Mm-hmm. Technically, I've got better. I think I got better from the end of the season up until now, but it's once I found that rhythm, stay in that rhythm.
Gotcha.
And then if it was something that was putting me out of that rhythm, okay, what is it that's taking me out of my rhythm again?
Figure it out.
It's controlling what you control, controlling the controllables. You know what I'm saying? I know that I need to eat. I need to drink water. Right. I need to sleep. I got a 4-month-old. Hey babe, I need. You know what time it is.
So being consistent, you gotta be consistent with everything you do.
It's consistent and disciplined. You know what I'm saying? And if you can consistently discipline about your approach, all right. Well, I didn't do this right. I let this in. Mm-hmm. I was doing this and. And this distracted me. Or I was on Facebook too much, and I was on Instagram too much. Right. I've been fasting from social media for. I started at the beginning. What is this? This is April. Started at the beginning of April. I'm going all the way up until the week before the camp. In May.
Just to focus.
Just to focus, like just to get my mind ready. Praying for some things, believing God for some things. And I just want to get my mind ready for when I actually go in and have my prayer and shut in later before training camp. But I'm getting ready to go back into football mode, so just get my mind ready to go back into football mode.
I think we all should do that from social media, man. You're not gonna die. Sometimes you need that, man, to get yourself back to, just get back.
Focus, man.
Not saying forever, but just sometimes get away from that stuff, man. Yeah,
exactly, man. And I've been. It's been great.
Yeah,
it's been great not to wake up and
have to check.
I got freaking notifications from Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. All this stuff, man.
And that's another thing. That's another question. What do you think about like social media? Like some people say, some people like it's terrible. You don't use it, but I think it depends how you use it. So what do you think about social media?
It depends on how you use it.
Okay.
I put on and I share what I want people to know about.
Okay.
It's a way to build your brand. It's a way to build awareness about what you're doing and how you're doing it. Mm-hmm. So it's a tool.
Okay.
Much like a phone. A phone is a tool. A computer is a tool.
You can use it wrong.
You can use it wrong. Facebook is going through that right now. People thought, or Zuckerberg thought it was going to be used to just connect people. Yeah. Now he's realizing.
Yeah, man.
And
they made it easy for that to me.
Right.
They created that.
They created it. So. You know what I'm saying? I was reading an article the other day. I'm a big robotics guy. I love robotics. Mm-hmm. But I think in South Korea they had created a robotics that can be used as a weapon, autonomous weapon. We thought robotics was be good and be like the Jetsons and clean up the house for us and open the door for us. But people can take those things and misconstrue them.
Yeah.
But it all goes back to the point of everything is you can use it for whatever you want to use it for. But I use social media for one to connect with people that I feel are influential, not only in my life but in the lives of many others. But I also use it to brand myself on the things that I'm trying to do right and places that I'm trying to go, and being able to use social to be able to tell that story.
Yeah, and we're gonna get into that towards the end. We'll talk about like you in STEM and things like that. We're gonna talk about it real quick. But I had one more thing I wanted to ask. So, it's two questions. So, what is your greatest moment like in your life besides football, and what is your greatest moment in football that you can remember? Something recent, whatever. What is your greatest moment in life and what greatest moment in football?
Greatest moment in life, I really feel it was when I was actually, I was wilding out while I was in college and went to church and heard Pastor Corby Bush down there in Dallas preaching.
Bush, man.
And he was preaching a simple message, man, turn to Jesus. And, that night it was a Sunday night. As I said, Sunday night services are good.
Yeah.
Sunday night service. And, really for me, that began the more intimate and personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And I think, growing up in the church, it was religion. That was just what you did. But actually, I think it came to a point where it was actually a true relationship and a true walk between me and Christ. And I think for me, that's the greatest moment in life. When it comes to football, man, I would say it's kind of twofold, because first it was in college. It was the first time SMU had ever been to a bowl game in 25 years.
Wow.
But we had to beat UTEP. University of Texas El Paso down in Dallas to go to the bowl game.
And real quick, you say bowl game, and people don't know about the
death penalty.
Man,
yep.
So you going to the bowl? That's big for SMU saying bowl.
That was the first time in 25 years they'd ever been to a bowl game. So we ended up beating UTEP to go to the bowl game, and then played Colin Kaepernick. He was at Nevada.
Really? Oh, okay.
And hung 50.
Good stuff, man.
And hung 50 on him.
Really?
50, I think like 50 to 10.
How did he play?
I don't know. I just care about how we play. we will break the huddle, be like hang 50, and ended up hanging 50 on him.
On that team, name a couple of people on that team that's in maybe in the NFL. People might know their name.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, man, for the Denver Broncos. Receiver.
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley was on that team.
Cole Beasley was on that team.
Dallas Cowboys.
Aldrick Robinson.
Okay.
San Francisco 49ers.
Dang, I didn't know they all played with you that year. I know they went there, but I know they played with you.
Yep. Sterling Moore.
I don't think I know Sterling Moore.
Sterling Moore is going on.
He's a receiver.
No, he's a DB.
Oh, he's DB.
He's been around the block a little bit. He started,
New Orleans.
Been in New Orleans.
Okay, that's what I know. Okay,
was in New England.
Okay.
Was Thomas on that team? I don't know if Thomas Morstead was on that team. I think he was the year before. Who else? And Josh Laribas, which was my left guard.
Okay.
Played in that game.
You got some people.
Chris Banjo.
Really? For the he played Packers.
New Orleans. He was with the Packers.
Okay, he's with New Orleans now.
New Orleans.
Okay.
Zach Line.
Dang. No wonder y'all put 50 of them on. You naming some people, man. I did not know they was on the same team as you. Like I said, I know SMU, but I know they play with you.
Yeah, we
are. You had a good team.
We had pretty much everybody that's in the league right now. We all play together at some point in college.
You guys still keep in contact?
Okay,
that's cool. That's good stuff. You're gonna get Cole Beasley autograph from me then, man. That's a cowboy there.
Man, me and you both.
Yeah. So that's about. We gonna kind of leave it at that with this podcast. That was some great information. But what I want to do now, I want you to kind of give people about your social media thing, what you got coming up, and also about STEM. Kind of explain what people, because some people it's getting more popular now. But explain to people a little about STEM, then go to your social media like that.
For sure. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So STEAM. Is a concept or acronym that's come up to really drive home the lack of STEM professionals that we have in the global economy right now, especially here in the States, where we just don't have a lot of professionals that are in that particular field. And that's really what's driving, this technology and this tech boom that's going on right now. What I've done over the past couple of years, I've worked with American Airlines, Chevron, starting to, further around with conversations with AT&T, Code.org, ITSMF, a number of different organizations that work along the entire pipeline of providing opportunities for young black and brown people to get into these STEM jobs and into some of these STEM professionals. I've been doing it for a number of years. Going to keep doing it. I'm enjoying it. Actually having a STEM camp where I immersed my entire district of Mahia.
I've been in that. It's great. It's fun, man. It's good stuff.
And the STEM is not. It's not just being in a book all the time, man. What you're doing right here is it has so many different STEM principles.
Yeah.
The arts that go along with what you have in here. You think about the shoes. Those are all artistic. Those came from graphic designers. Those came from material scientists. You think about the
audio and stuff.
The audio. You think about the musical engineering that's needed to build this. You think about the lights. You got to go back a whole bunch of years to think about the lights. But the lights,
that's way back.
You think about the Apple. That came from somebody that created something. You think about drones and DJI trying to get a big cap table right now. But
shout out to the drone. I got my drone license, man.
Congratulations.
Y'all don't know.
Hey, you got to clap that up.
You got to give me that, man. Y'all don't know how stressed I ain't trying to cut you off, but dude, I was so. But it's because of him I'm into drones. So my wife always tell me, "Yo, is that drone?" It's because of Kelvin. So I went to one of his camps and I seen one of his friends. I can't think of his name. I went to car. He gave me his card.
The STEM camp or the football camp?
The STEM guy, the guy with the drone.
Oh, you talking from UT Tyler?
Yeah. I can't think of the guy.
I know you're talking
I'm
about.
sorry, man. You watched this, but he flew a drone, man. Once I seen drone, it was a wrap. I gotta get it.
Well, he had the map.
He had this one. He had this one. So when I seen that one, man, I said I gotta get it.
Yep.
So like I said, I got my license. What they mean, I could do commercial stuff. So I could do farms. I could do real estate. I could do like car dealership. I could do stuff for the government.
Yep.
I could fly. I got different rights now. This test was stressful. It took me a whole month to study for the test, man. I passed, man. So it was a big thing. So like I said, that's all because when I went down with him. So I think with that. So you continue what you was kind of saying.
So we immersed the entire district in STEM principles. University of Texas at Tyler comes down and takes care of the entire district. Adopted the Barack Obama Male Leadership Academy down there in Dallas.
Okay.
And provide opportunities to those young black and brown men there at that particular institution. Starting to do things in New York. While I'm there, have done stuff in Pittsburgh. Did a lot of stuff with Chevron and American Airlines in Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. Did some things there in the STEM realm. Was working with the school that was underfunded and underprivileged there on the north side. I think it was north side. It's been a while since I've been in Jacksonville, but it was like the rough part of Jacksonville. And now in New York, doing things in Harlem, doing things in Manhattan, where kids actually need it. Yeah,
and I've been to he's flown me to Pittsburgh, Jacksonville a couple of times, but I ain't been to New York. I had an opportunity to go, but something came up, but I got to get out there. I ain't never been to New York, so I got to get out there. But also, you had like a little I don't know, I would say documentary or something that they did for you. Can you talk about that?
Which one?
It was with the Jets. You did a promo on your Instagram.
So ITSMF, the IT Senior Management Forum, actually sponsored the conference a couple weeks ago, and the Jets came down and wanted to shoot it all. And that particular weekend, actually had a ton of stuff going on. So they came down to the country, came down and spoke with my mom and spoke with my dad, and we took them around, showed them all the cows, and showed them the land, and got them a 4-wheelers that just built a 10-acre lake.
Really?
Yeah. But that's what I said, man. You got to come on down there,
I got to get out there. So, yeah, I want to counsel some stuff. So, yeah.
Man, and, took the 4-wheeler, up, because the thing is the way it's built, it's a dam that's pretty high right now. It's
okay.
I would say at least 20 feet high.
Wow.
That we built, and took the 4-wheeler down off of that and took it along the fence line, and he had the drone follow me along the fence line.
I seen one. I said, man, how they doing that, man?
That was the drone. It was DJ. I think it was that one. I think they had the map.
Okay. Yeah. Man, that, like I said, that you posted something. I was like, that's incredible. I can't wait to watch that. Where can they go and watch that at?
It'll be, I think they're releasing it in the fall.
Okay.
It'll be on the Jets website, whatever the name of their website. I think NewYorkJets.com or something like that.
Okay.
But they were phenomenal coming down and actually filming that for me, so I was excited.
Shout out to them. You give them a hand clap. Shout out to
the
film crew.
Yep.
Yeah. So is there anything? Cause I know you do a lot of speaking. So is there anything that's coming up besides the season, or you just getting ready for the season coming now?
We got the camp coming up here May 5th. We're gonna have 10 to 15 guys that are coming down from all across the league. Some SMU guys.
Okay.
Some New York Jets guys. Won't have Pittsburgh represented this year for the first time. Which is all right. Everybody got lives. Some Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be guys from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs, the 49ers.
Okay.
So guys from all over the league that'll be at the camp. New York Giants.
Okay.
Guys from all over the league that'll be there. Got some great sponsors this year. Chick-fil-A is sponsoring all the food.
That's gonna be dope. There.
And I think I consider that a big deal.
It is.
For
it's really big
huge restaurant chain to come down to Little O'Hare, Texas, and sponsor all the food for the camp. So really excited about them. Impossible Foods. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
No.
They've been able to create a burger that smells, bleeds, and look just like a burger, but it ain't made of no meat.
What?
Bro, you got to taste it.
Have you tasted it?
Well, I've tasted it twice on the East Coast and the West Coast. It was better on the West Coast.
It's no meat and it tastes good.
Bro, you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know that it was a different burger. It's not a veggie burger. It's like a real burger.
So what is it made of?
I don't know all the ingredients. You gotta go taste it, bro.
Okay, so yeah, he keep on giving me these. He know what he's doing. He trick. I gotta. So we gonna make it down there, man. So
we got drones will be flying around again.
Okay.
I'm gonna have one of the companies I invested in, Skydio, which is a drone company, autonomous drone that pretty much follows you around on your phone. I'm gonna have them down there. I'm gonna be using them. Polaris.
Wow.
I'll be getting the 4-wheelers out, running them around after the camp is over, man.
This will be a camp right here, man.
Have a good time.
So if somebody we're gonna try to promote this, so if somebody listen to this, they want to maybe try to get down there, do they register with something, a website?
You can register on KelvinBeachum.com.
Okay, we'll put this on the YouTube page so you can see it.
Register at KelvinBeachum.com. Register for the camp. It's free. All you gotta do is get there. That's
it's not too many camps like that. It's gonna be for free.
You are gonna find a camp in the country where you can come down and be exposed to 15 current, 15 NFL guys. Some of 12 of them are current, and the rest of them be former, and also former college athletes. I don't think there's nowhere else in the country where you'd be able to have that many players at one time, and it's a free camp, literally, where you don't have to pay not one dime.
Wow, for food,
for food, water,
instruction.
We have instruction. We have gift bags. World Vision. One of my partners is actually.
I was talking about that.
World Vision is actually coming down, and we're actually before the camp starts. A lot of people don't realize that. We're blessed, man. We got 2 bottles of water, but people have to walk. We got a track.
Wow.
And if you walk 14 laps around that track, that's how much 5-year-old girls have to walk in some countries just to find clean water. Man. I'm not talking about water. You can find rainwater or mud water anywhere, but clean water. Got to travel multiple kilometers to go and get clean water. So we're gonna have an inaugural lap to start the camp with jugs that are the weight of what these young girls have to carry, these young women have to carry, to really symbolize, or show, young people, how blessed you are.
Yeah, and they do this on a daily.
They do that on a daily basis in some parts of the world. So, yes, we're gonna have a great time. Yes, we're gonna experience, fun and being exposed to professional athletes. But with all that being said, let's keep it real and let's make sure that we also realize how blessed we are.
Yeah,
just to have water. We're not even talking about Jordans or Gucci or Chanel or
MacBooks and phones or iPhones.
We're talking about water. We're talking about one of the most basic needs, man.
We don't think about that. I don't think about that.
Don't even think about that, man. Don't even think about that. So, gonna bring that into the fold this year. Excited to expose people and kind of open their eyes to the different perspectives. Actually went to Honduras to see how much water it helped people. You think everybody just has water, but there's places in this world that have no access to water.
It was a stat that you said on that video about so many thousand people that don't have water, and there's another bigger percent that don't have clean water. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that stat. I have to get that for you, but we'd love to get that for you. But it's kids in this world that don't have water, and it's even more kids in this world that don't have access to clean water. And the thing is what's crazy about it, here in the States, if you go to Flint, Michigan, they still dealing with not having clean water.
Right, like right now?
Clean. From what I've heard, Flint, Michigan, they still ain't got that stuff taken care of down there. So,
that's amazing.
Yes, realize how blessed you are, as you listen to this podcast, and you probably sipping on You know, whatever you're sipping on right now, realize that there are people in this world that don't have access to what you have right now. So
be grateful,
be
man.
grateful, and don't take it for granted.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to kind of get out there?
I'm just happy you had me on.
Man, I'm thank you for having me on. So we're gonna give him a big shout out again, man. Thank you for stopping by the Maarcus Hall Podcast right now, man. This means so much to me, man. So like I said, from here on out, I gotta step my game. We gotta get some big guests in here now. So, and remember, if you want to the platforms we have Podbean, which is the platform I use to get the podcast. We have Apple Podcasts, we have Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So we do audio for the Apple Podcast. We have the video also for the YouTube, so you can watch it. This whole thing. So if you want to watch it, check him out. You just type in the Maarcus Hall Podcast, and then Maarcus is spelled with 2 A's, so it's Maarcus, and you can find me on there. So we just, like I said, this is my 6th one, and I had one of the top guys. He has the top podcast right now. He said he's gonna do 6 podcasts. See how it went, and he said if he did good, he'll keep going. If not, he's gonna stop. This is my 6th one, and I got my biggest guest so far. So hey, I'm gonna keep it going. So like I said, I think I'm gonna do really good with this, man. Like I said, I ain't your best talker, but I love doing stuff like that. I want to get people knowledge out there and help you how to avoid things, how to overcome when things get hard. Because anything not gonna come easy. So I want to get people in here that's kind of gonna help you. It ain't about me. I want to help people like that, young people and some older people too. So like I said, I thank you again for coming in here, man. It was a great show. Matter of fact, what we're gonna do is can you end this one with like a small prayer real quick?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah, if you do that for me.
Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for just allowing us to share about the great things that you've done in our lives, the great things that you're going to do in our lives, and just how we can use the platform that you've given us to make your name great.
Yes.
Father, it's all about you. It's all about your glory and about your honor. Lord, we love you and we praise you. Father, it's in you we move, it's in you we live, and it's in you we truly have all of our being. It's in Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And guys, remember, we just talking, man.